Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to solve CAT 2024 slot 3 set number 1. The intent here is to make you understand how you could have solved this set in 5, 7 or 10 odd minutes and move to the next set. We'll try to keep the solution as simple as possible, make you understand different possibilities and then move forward. Cool, let's begin. So what the question is saying, the question says that this table particular below gives us the information about in grams of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and all other nutrients per 100 grams in 7 food categories. Okay, and the first column of the food grains shows the category and the second its code name. The table has some missing values. Okay, so from this line, the very first introduction line, इतना हमें clear हो गया है कि ये वाली values in each segment would come out to be 100. So three categories हैं cereal, millets and pseudo cereals. उसमें सब categories हैं and हर सब category का इन चार nutrients का sum 100 आएगा. अभी हमें बस इतना बताया गया है. Cool. Now let's see what they are saying in the information, additional information that they have given. Both the pseudo cereals had higher amount of carbohydrates as well as higher amount of proteins than any millet. So in simple words, what they are saying, these two values, यहाँ पे जो भी values आएंगी इन दोनों boxes में, वो इन 6 boxes से ज्यादा होंगी, like respective column के अंदर. So these two values, let me clear it and make you understand it again. Okay, so ये वाली दोनों values इन तीन individual values से ज्यादा होंगी. माने 66 is greater than these two, so 66 इससे भी greater ही होगा. Similarly, जो यहाँ पे value आएगी वो भी इन तीन values से greater होगी. And 14 is greater than 10, तो यहाँ पे 14 से less value ही आएगी. यहाँ पे 15, 16 या 14 से कोई भी बड़ी वैल्यू नहीं आ सकती बिकॉज ये वाली कंडीशन वॉयलेट हो जाएगी. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे 67 नहीं आ सकता क्योंकि 66 से आए तो ये वाली कंडीशन भी वॉयलेट हो जाएगी. Cool. वेरी सिंपल, वेरी क्लियर. सेम वे सेकेंड पॉइंट में उन्होंने बोला हुआ है कि सीरियल्स हैड हायर अमाउंट ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स देन एनी सूडो सीरियल. मतलब ये वाली वैल्यूज इन दोनों वैल्यूज से ज्यादा होंगी. तो यहाँ पे 65, 64 नहीं आ सकता बिकॉज 66 इज ऑलरेडी. 67 कैन कम, 68 कैन कम, 69, 70, 71, 100 कुछ भी आ सकता है, बट क्या आएगा वो अभी हमें नहीं पता है. एंड कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है कि फर्स्ट पॉइंट में कहा गया है तो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स एंड प्रोटीन्स का वैल्यू यहाँ पे M1 M2 M3 से P1 P2 का ज्यादा है, बट सेकंड पॉइंट में कहा गया सिर्फ ये वाला वैल्यू इससे ज्यादा है. तो प्रोटीन्स की उन्होंने बात नहीं करी है. प्रोटीन ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, कम भी हो सकता है. थर्ड पॉइंट, ऑल द मिसिंग वैल्यूज ऑफ कार्बोहाइड्रेट फॉर ऑल द फूड ग्रेन्स आर नॉन जीरो मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 5. सो व्हाट दे आर सेइंग इज वैल्यू जीरो नहीं हो सकती, नॉन जीरो होंगी. सो it can be 5, 10, 15 etc. so on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 etc. up to 100 is what they are saying. Cool. Fourth point where they are saying non-zero multiples of 4 for protein, carbohydrates and other nutrients. So यहाँ पे ये सारे blanks में value could have been a multiple of 4 apart from 0. 4, 8, 12, 16, 32, 40 etc. ऐसी कोई वैल्यू आएगी. किस पे क्या आएगी वो अभी हमें नहीं पता. लास्ट पॉइंट में दे आर सेइंग P1 कंटेन डबल अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन्स देन M3. सो अगर यहाँ पे 1 है, यहाँ पे 2 आएगा, यहाँ पे 4 है तो यहाँ 8 आएगा, डबल हो जाएगा बेसिकली. अगर यहाँ पे 50 है तो यहाँ पे 100 आ जाएगा. इज द क्रक्स ऑफ द लास्ट पॉइंट. लेट्स प्रोसीड नाउ. अप्रोच क्या हो सकती है? जो अप्रोच मैंने लेके सॉल्व किया है वो ये है कि इन सबका सम 100 है. तो लेट्स सी यहाँ पे हमें हर एम्प्टी स्लॉट्स को भर के कितनी वैल्यू समेशन करनी है because this is a multiple of 5 तो the value could have been 5 where a is anything anything other than 0. So अगर a का वैल्यू 1 है तो वैल्यू आ जाएगी 5, a की वैल्यू 10 है तो वैल्यू आ जाएगी 50, a की वैल्यू 15 है तो वैल्यू आ जाएगी 75, so on. Similarly, बाकी वाले slots में value is a multiple of 4, so it will be 4b, जहाँ पे b is a multiple of 4, anything about value b का वैल्यू है anything other than 0, तो अगर 1 है तो 4 आएगा वैल्यू, 2 है तो 8, 3, 12, 10 ये तो वैल्यू आएगा 40. So उससे we'll be able to solve it in some way. Let's see what the way could have been. तो यहाँ पे वैल्यू है 12, तो 100 minus 12 is equal to 88, वैल्यू is 1387 when you subtract 13 from 100. Value 16 plus 62 plus 10, 72. Difference would be 28 to get to 100. Sum is 23. 100 minus 23 is 77. 56 plus 12 is 68. 100 minus 68 is 32. 66 plus 10 is 76. The difference is 24. This is 22. Difference is 78. Okay. So this value is 62. हमें इतना पता है P2 का वैल्यू 62 से ग्रेटर होगा from this condition. Good. And P2 का वैल्यू is a multiple of 5 as well. ये भी हमें given है in this condition. तो earliest possible value of P2 could have been 65, 70, 75, 80, 85 and so on. Let's say 90, 95, 100. तो P2 का वैल्यू इनमें से कोई होने वाला. So now क्योंकि सम 78 है तो 75 से ज्यादा तो वैल्यू ऐसी नहीं हो सकती बिकॉज ये वैल्यू 0 नहीं होगी. तो दीज वैल्यू ये वाली वैल्यूज अभी के लिए इस पिक्चर से बाहर है. Now let's put 75 here. So if you put 75 here, 3 is the balance. 3 is not a multiple of 8 or 4. Value is rejected. Let's say the value is 70. 8 is the deficit. 70 minus 70, the balance बचा 8. 8 is a multiple of 4. Value has been accepted. तो 75 को मैंने eliminate कर दिया. Now I know these values. Oh, sorry, 70 को मैंने eliminate कर दिया, not 75. These values are greater than 70 from this condition. So ये वाली values बची for this. Now let's see. 100 is rejected because maximum value is 88. 95 is rejected. 90 is rejected. So let's remove these three values. Now I have three values and two options. 85 अगर मैं लेता हूँ कहीं पे भी या इधर तो difference would be 3/2, not a multiple of 4. So 85 is also rejected. Now let's see. Values बची 675 and 80. If I put 80 here, the difference would be 7, not a multiple of 4. So 80 will have to come here, 8 here. Both the conditions satisfied. 75 would come here, 12 would come here. Again, both the conditions have been satisfied. What could have been the option here? Let's say you take the value here as 60. So 17, not a multiple of 4. If you take it as 55, Value is 22, not a multiple of 4 again. If you take it 50, 27, not a multiple, 45. If you take 32, let's say you take 45, 32. 32 would violate this condition. Proteins, then millet. 14 is the 13 is the maximum value that can come here. तो ये वाला केस भी रिजेक्ट हो गया. The only possible value here is 65. Difference is 12. Both the conditions satisfied. Now, what we know from this point is the value here and here are related to each other. If this is A, this would be 2A. This is what we know. What could have been the possibilities? Let's say it is 4, it is 8, case number 1, it is 8, it is 16, case number 2, 12, 24. We could not have gone beyond 12 because the maximum possible value here is 24 that I can accommodate. And all the values are non-zero. So if this is 24, this is 0, this case would have been rejected. Now let's see for 4 and 8. The value here is 8, here is 10 and 12. Proteins का value millet से ज़्यादा है in pseudo cereals, so this value would again be rejected. 4 and 8 are also rejected. So the only possible value for these two blanks is 8 and 16. Here the value would come up as 24. The value is 8. For these two slots, the sum is 28. We could not gather the exact information from the passage on whether we can, what could be the possible values here. So we'll see if the questions have anything to offer us to solve these as per the questions need. Now, moving on to the questions. The questions ask how many food grains had a higher amount of carbohydrates per 100 grams of nutrients than M1. M1 has 62, M2 is greater than M1, M3 is not greater than, this is greater, this is greater, this is greater, this is greater. So the answer would have been 5. How many grams of protein was there in 100 grams of nutrients in M2? Protein in M2 is 12. Other nutrients were there in 100 grams of M3. M3 had 24, median of number of grams of protein then 100 grams of nutrients among these food grains. So this question, we'll arrange these 7 values in ascending order. This is 8. 8 is coming twice, so again 8, then 10, 12 is coming twice, 12, then 14, then 16. 7 values. So since the number of values are odd, so the median value would have been 7 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 4. And if this would have been, let's say the values would have been 8, then it would have been the fourth, the average of fourth and the fifth value. Fourth plus fifth value divided by 2. In this case, the value is 12. Answer would have been 12. And we could have solved the question. We could have easily grabbed 12 marks from this particular set and moved on to the next set. Now, the key learning from this set would have been, even though we were not able to find the values of these two blocks, it didn't matter. Questions में कुछ था ही नहीं related to these two values, and we would have easily solved it, moved on to the next question, and you could have easily grabbed the marks. So even if you are not able to reach the best possible solution, like where you can fill in each numerical box with each numerical value, things don't matter as long as you are able to answer the questions. Move on to the next question. I'll be uploading the remaining solutions as well for you. Thank you.